steals my money. And then the number 2 risk is, well, what if he finds out we duped him and then immediately deletes everything? We don't get our money's worth. So to remedy that, because I really wanted to do this plan, was to structure the payment so that I paid him $1,000 up front, but didn't pay him the rest until he kept the tweet for certain periods of time. And to my surprise, he agreed to the terms. And so this is where I'm going to leave things with him. At this point, I have a lot of things to do before Friday, which is the day I told him this whole fake thing is launching. So I'm going to go do that and go get prepared for Friday. I will see you guys then. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you slept well. I didn't sleep much at all. We're working really hard to get this whole thing figured out. So I'm just in the apartment right here, and we're going to just get ready together here because I got a lot to tell you guys, and we don't have time at the studio to get it all done. So I got to prepare you here. Let me just set the stage for you, though, for what's happened since I last recorded. Number 1, we created soursnft.com, which is our actual fake landing page for the NFT project. It's got all these cute Candyland fake NFTs that don't exist. Now, the idea is this is what he's initially going to promote. And then I also created our little switcheroo website, which is just a website with all his previous transgressions. Now, I did talk to some people who were a bit concerned that maybe I hadn't fully been transparent with Dillion, that maybe I should be more transparent with Dillion about what's going on so he doesn't say I trapped him in this whole thing. So what I decided to do, just to make sure we cover our bases here, is I drew up a contract for Dillion to sign before this whole thing goes live. I'm going to be sending it to him. And in it, I lay the whole thing out. And this is what I meant by headwinds. This is where he probably will catch us, because in black and white, I lay out our whole scheme right in front of him. So it literally says, like, you're going to be the butt of the joke. It says people aren't doing due diligence. It says that we're going to be switching the website to show his prior promotions. So we lay out the whole thing there, and what we're really banking on is he's not going to read any of this. He's just going to see money and just sign it, which is the whole point of this entire thing. So I think it fits. Hopefully we don't end up sabotaging our own project by double checking, covering our bases here. But either way, that's what's going on. Also, ZachXBT finished finding all the scams of this guy. So we're going to go back to the studio and check those out. All right, I'm back, and we have the results from ZachXBT. He found over 20 projects that Dillion promoted and then tried deleting, where many of them were rug pulls and scams. It was at this point he just gave up looking for more because there were so many. So we added those to the website, but I'm sure many of you are also curious about what's going on with Dannis. So we're gonna go check back in with our liaison, Oompa, because at this point, the whole thing is set up and it's all just resting on whether he does any due diligence or not. Let's see what happens. Tell us where we're at with Dillion.
So he seems to have taken the bait. There's one final step. Obviously, we have to get him to make the tweet. You just sent $10 to him, right? Just to
I wanted to bait him so that we can send the contract, and he's gonna be like waiting for the money. What now? I mean, is he responding?
He said sounds good, and then shortly after he said got it, to saying that he got the $10 we sent as a test for his transaction.
Now comes the actual moment of truth. We're about to send the contract.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Sending it. All right, and then I'm sending the drive link.
I mean, we've sent the contract now. We're just waiting. We're literally waiting.
Dillion. Oh, I agree, bro. I agree. What a f***ing idiot.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he agreed. And you might notice that we weren't actually able to use DocuSign and get his signature because it was experiencing outages at the moment, the actual website. But we were able to just have him do a written agreement in DMs that he agreed to our terms. And although it was very shocking that he actually did it, I have to be honest, it was here that the pressure really ramped up, because at this point, I paid Dillion $1,000 and now we're just waiting for him to post. And I'm really worried that what if he reads the document in that time and realizes what's going on? But that's when Dillion gave us a lucky break but also gave us a few curveballs. Okay, big news, boys. A little update. Ahead of schedule. By the way, my heart, like, I cannot take this. I was already telling Oopa, I was like, we have to just go forward with this because I'm not ready. I cannot take all the suspense. And Dylan texted us, hey, should I just go ahead and tweet? So we're just going to say yes. Go ahead and tweet.
Just refreshing now, I guess. See what he says.
There's been so much work that goes into this. You guys didn't see this off camera. Dylan starts talking about, where's your community? So we have to whip up this community from nowhere. Our community doesn't exist. We had to create a Twitter profile. We had to buy a bunch of botted followers.
An hour ago, it didn't exist.
I don't think I've ever been so excited about something in my life. Please, dude. Come on, Dylan.
He tweeted it.
I can't believe he did it.
He actually did it. He just tweeted it.
What an idiot. What? I can't believe it. What can I say? He promoted a tweet which literally spells out in first letters the word scam. I hope this has been highly educational for you guys, that most of these influencers do zero work vetting these projects, contracts, and NFTs. If you enjoyed our work, please consider becoming a patron. High effort investigative journalism like this takes a long time and a lot of setup, but I think you'll agree it's worth it. I also want to give a big thanks to both Oompaville and Zach XBT who helped me pull this off. Please go follow them because they're helping us get to the point where influencers will wonder when they take these deals in the future, am I agreeing to be the butt of a joke? And of course, the answer to that question when you're shilling NFTs is always yes. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.